Here in Philadelphia, Citizens Bank Park, Major League Baseball on tap. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. Festivities are wrapping up. This place is rocking. The home opener is coming up next. Nice night for baseball here in the city of brotherly love. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. And the home opener is underway. Late with the swing there.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
Mookie Betts will make his way to the plate. And that is out of play. The 0-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Top of the first, just getting started here in Philadelphia. Strike three, and that's two in a row. Two down, bases empty. Freddie Freeman up to the dish. Outside low, and that's ball one. Ball two. Line drive to short and caught. Bryson Stott stands in for the Phillies. Hey. Oh, and 2 now. Base hit center field. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Lays down a bunt to the right side. To second, but way too late. Safe there. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
That one at triple digits. First and second, no outs. Here in the third and final game of the series. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
Fights it off. You'll see another. Runner edges away at second. Just off the outside edge.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Here is Bryce Harper.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
Nope, outside.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
And another ball.
Good pitchers make pitches in big situations, and right here with a middle of the order hitter up, runner in scoring position, he's got to find a way to throw a quality strike.
So bases all loaded up, and now it's Alec Bohm. Grounder might be 2. Flips it for 1. On to Freeman. Double play. Inning over. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. We move ahead to the top of the second now. Kyle Tucker steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what,
Nope.
you're going to be trying to catch things out front. So off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Ball.
Fouls one off. 2-2. Swings through it for the K. That K is his third of the game. The batter now will be Will Smith. Left field. 2 up, 2 down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
2 down, nobody on. He swings and fouls one off. Wheeler, 35 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2009.
Ball. That's down.
Gets a piece and stays alive. The 1-2. Good job to fight that one off.
That's ball 2.
Got him swinging. Back here in Philadelphia, we head to the bottom of the second. Stephen Kwan stands in for the Phillies. And a foul ball. That one not close. Ball 1. Tap foul at the plate. Swing and a pop-up. 1 down. And now it's JT Realmuto. Slider right there. No score here in the second. Swing and a foul out of play. That's ripped. Base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. He's someone that really beats up on right-handed pitching. The lefties, however, give him a little bit more trouble.
That's out.
Swing and a miss. And a count 1-2.
Well, the hitter shows the pitcher that he's willing to go after that pitch down in the zone. So perhaps he'll come back to it, still try to get that ground ball double play. That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Runner on the go. Ball outside. Throw to second. Out. Payoff pitch. And that's ball 4.
That pitch is in.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Now here is Justin Crawford. Late swing, foul to the left. Marsh off of first with 2 away. Hacks and misses. It's a strike. Back here in Philadelphia, new inning getting started. Teoscar Hernandez steps to the plate for the Dodgers. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Got him swinging for the K. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. Tommy Edman at the plate. Swing and a foul straight back. Comes up empty.
You know, Boog, every team has a hitters meeting pregame, but this lineup seems way too anxious, aggressive. You wonder what they talked about.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Andy Pajes steps to the plate for the Dodgers. This one in the air, center field. Crawford settles under it, and that'll do it. Back at Citizens Bank Park, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Bryson Stott stands in for the Phillies. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
Throws to first in time. One gone, bottom of the 3rd inning. And Kyle Schwarber will come up. This guy with light tower power. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball.
These hitters like this that have so much power, look forward to seeing them hit the ball a long way. But if you're in the stands, or you're in a broadcast booth, or you're a writer, better keep your eye on the game.
Man at second.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone. And
that one is absolutely belted. Out of here. The 2-run shot. Here's Bryce Harper. He reached on a walk his first time. On the ground, Edman slings to first in time.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
Rolled over to third, and that's just foul. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here in the last half of the 3rd. And that one hammered. That's down. One hops off the wall. The relay throw. Not going to get him. He's in there.
Everything came together for him. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man,
laser to the gap, should score the run. Here comes Bohm around third. In comes the run from second.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it like he did that time.
Check on the runner, and he's back in safely. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the 3rd and final game of the series. Late on that fastball.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
Struck him out swinging. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. Start of the 4th, Shohei Ohtani steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
You know, these Dodgers, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Picks up strikeout number 7. Now it's Mookie Betts. Struck out swinging his first time.
inside. Ball.
Swing and a miss. Now 1-2. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. 2 outs, base is empty. Freddie Freeman getting ready to hit.
Nope, that's inside.
The Dodgers still looking for their first hit in this one. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. In the air out to center, and that'll fall for a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
These days, most outfielders play pretty deep, and I'm not sure if that was a factor there or not, but off the bat, you're thinking it's going to be a pop out, and it just kind of nestled into that spot where no one was able to get to it. No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity, try to get a rollover, something on the ground, stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Here's a 1-2.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
2-2 now. And there's a ball.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. And a foul ball. He stays alive. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Not what he wanted to do there, Boog. That keeps this inning alive and gives this offense a good chance to cut into their deficit.
High fly ball out to left field. Kwan settles underneath it. And that'll do it. Back here in Philadelphia, bottom 4, Brandon Marsh stands in for the Phillies.
You know, these Phils doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that, they forced this starter to throw more pitches than he wanted to at this point of the game.
Not in time. Great effort, but it's an infield hit. Man at first. Here's the center fielder, Justin Crawford. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still manages a throw, and they get him. The misplay made it a bit messy, but they cleaned things up for the out. So the Philly batting order turns over. Bryson Stott will hit next. Base hit! Into third now. So runners at the corners and 1 out.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
And the 1-0. Foul ball there. The Phils trying to break this one open. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. That one missed.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. And now Kyle Schwarber steps up in a critical moment. Ground ball right side. And foul ball. 2 on, 2 outs. Swing and a high fly ball left field. That is the inning. Back at Citizens Bank Park, we go to the top of the 5th. Max Muncy steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
You know, these Dodgers just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Swings through it for the K. The high heat too much on that one. And now Teoscar Hernandez He was a strikeout victim his first time.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Set down on strikes. So he cracks double digits with his 10th strikeout. 2 down, base is empty. And here comes Tommy Edman.
No, inside.
Foul ball. Here's a 1-1. Drilled in the air out towards right center. And that is that. Back here in Philadelphia, we head to the bottom of the 5th. So the Dodgers have a new arm on the mound, Jack Dreyer.
Well, they didn't get much length out of their starter in this one, so they've got a lot of outs to eat up in that bullpen. I think they'll look for some length out of him right here if they can get it.
And the leadoff man aboard. And here comes Alec Boehm, 1 for 2. And that one fouled off.
Well, these Phillies, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. We've heard lots of loud noise coming from their bats in this one, haven't we? I mean, they've launched 6 hits at 90+ exit velocity, and that doesn't happen by accident.
So up next, Stephen Kwan. 0-1.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge, just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
In the dirt. Man at first, 1 away. Dreyer measures 6 feet 2 inches. He features a slider, a 4-seamer, and he occasionally uses a curve. 2 away now. It'll bring up JT Realmuto.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Fastball for a strike. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. This one in the air center field. Pajes on the move. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. Back here, Citizens Bank Park, top 6. Andy Pajes steps to the plate for the Dodgers. In the air, right field, Marsh on his way over. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. 1 pitch and 1 out. Back to the top of the Dodgers order. Here's Ohtani. High fly ball lifted in the air, right field. Marsh settles under this one. And there's 2 down.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through 1 more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Betts at the plate now, and that's strike 1. 2 down, nobody on. This one smoked on its way out of here. He sends a rocket to left. Freddie Freeman will come up to hit. Hit in the air, left field. Kwan under this one. And that is that. Back here in Philadelphia, bottom of the 6th, Brandon Marsh stands in for the Phillies. And first offering is fouled off. Fought off foul. Foul tip into the mitt, struck him out. And now the center field. So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. Pedro Leon looking to start something with 1 gone.
Inside, ball 1.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike two. Out towards right center field. Tucker on the move. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. 2 down. Back to the top of the lineup. This is Bryson Stott. 3 for 3 with 3 singles.
Ball upstairs.
Ground ball right side. Edmonds slings to first. That's the 3rd out. Back here in Philadelphia, we go to the top of the 7th. Kyle Tucker steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Pitch misses.
That's a ball.
And that's ball 1.
Well, it's been a very impressive outing so far. His command has been a big part of it. Even when he misses outside the strike zone, which is exactly what a pitcher wants.
That one off the mark, and the count is 3-1. Hard ground ball, base knock. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. Will Smith to the plate. And that one fouled off. The 0-1. And that's fouled off. 1 away. Here's Max Muncy. That funky Muncy, who's 0 for 2 with a pair. Jose Alvarado takes over on the mound.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
In the air, right field. Marsh running hard. 2 down.
Well, such a confidence boost for a reliever to come into the ball game and get the first hitter he faces. Just makes everything slow down a little bit, and then from there can really settle in.
Turned on, but that's foul down the 3rd baseline. The Phillies trying to protect a 2-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're anticipating based off the trajectory, get yourself into scoring position.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Out to short, and it finds its way through for a hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman.
That's a ball. Ball, that's low.
Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. 2 on, 2 outs. Stays alive. Caught him looking for the K. Back at Citizens Bank Park, set for the last half of the 7th. Trey Turner stands in for the Phillies.
Ball, that's out.
Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Carrying well. And that one is off the wall. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
He was all over that one. Pitch was away, and he did.
New pitcher for the Dodgers, Tanner Scott.
And that's a big potential run out there at second as he comes in trying to keep the deficit where it is. For the infielders, they got to be thinking about keeping the ball from getting by them into the outfield any way they can.
Here comes the always dangerous Bryce Harper in a big situation.
Don't be surprised to ball on the ground to the corners that they come home with the baseball instead of going to first base.
Oh, look at the stop. Throw to first, and very nicely done for the out. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Alec Bohm, 1 for 3. That's to third. Throw on to Freeman. That's the inning. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. We go to the 8th. Andy Pajes. Step. To the plate for the Dodgers. Here's the new pitcher for the Phillies, Orion Kerkering. Swing and a miss. That one at 99. And that is strike one. Late with the swing there.
Well, he's been aggressive right out of the box, and a smart pitcher is going to play off of that, especially when you get to 2 strikes.
Back to the top of the order. Here's Shohei Ohtani.
Ball, that's inside.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
Kerkering in his 3rd season, 24 years old, and he was a 5th-round pick in 2022. Swings through the sweeper.
Talk about tying a guy up. That was ugly.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Foul ball, and it remains a full count.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
2 outs, base is empty. Mookie Betts digs in now.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
The 0-2. Struck him out with. Back here in Philadelphia, on to the bottom of the 8th, Stephen Kwan stands in for the Phillies. In the air to left center, Hernandez on the move to the alley. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. 1 pitch and 1 out. JT Realmuto. Still steps in. So the Dodgers have a new arm on the mound, Edgardo Henriquez.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here.
Line drive, knocks it down. Now it's the right fielder, Brandon Marsh.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Here's the 0-1. That one fouled off. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. The 0-2. On the ground, could be 2. To Betts at second for 1. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. Here's the center fielder, Pedro Leon. Flied to right his first time.
Well, this is just par for the course these days. Huge fastballs coming out of the bullpen.
And a foul ball. Marsh, the runner at first with 2 gone. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. And now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away. So back to the top of the order. Rice. Pitching change here. Alex. See ya.
And this could be a pretty critical point in this game. They're hoping he's the guy to keep them within striking distance.
The Phils trying to break this one open. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swings through that one for strike 2. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Runner from third in to score. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 4. Trey Turner at the plate. Scorched to center. No doubt about it. That is long gone. A 3-run dinger. So 2 down. Kyle Schwarber getting ready to hit. And time is called for a mound visit now. Big moment in this game, so they'll talk it over. 0-1. And a big swing and a miss. Got him swinging for the strikeout. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. Back here in Philadelphia. We go to the 9th. Kyle Backus on to pitch out of the pen here.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Here comes the 0-1. Gets a swing and a miss with the sweeper. In the air, left field. Kwan takes it in for the out. And there's 1 down. Here's Kyle Tucker. This one bashed to left center. On its way, and that one's out of here. Kyle Tucker the other way. And up to the plate is Will Smith. Smith in the box as he fouls off the first pitch.
No, that's down.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Just 1 out remaining for the Dodgers. Muncy in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. Swinging a foul straight back. The Dodgers down to their final strike. Cut on and miss, struck him out, and that's the ball game. Wheeler with his first major league win.
Yeah, nicely done. I'm sure he'll feel very good about that and get the ball for his trophy case, as he should. A start he